Alright, this is a 1998 Bobcat 773 with a hydraulic control valve leaking problem. And we are about to fix it together. I will try my best to detail this fix as much as possible, and hopefully we can learn something. To start, I am going to lift up the cab enclosure, and just so you know, there's going to be a lot of pause in the process of me doing this, because I'm doing the recording and the fixing at the same time, so I'm gonna have to pause while I do some of the stuff that I can't do while I'm holding the camera. In this scene, I just lift up the cab enclosure. I'll give you a wide view of what this looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. So she's a little rusty. I do need to replace this. Give her a little bit of a sandblasting in some spot and bring her up to par. But we're not worrying about this right now. So I will not start it to show you where the fluid is coming from. I do have that in another video. Hopefully I'll be able to stitch it on there. But this is the control valve. Well, if you watch this video, you already know where your leak is coming from. So I should also mention that I'll be doing this based on using this wonderful Bobcat service manual. If you happen to have the same Bobcat with these serial number range, that might be to give you a link of where to find this. And this is the part that we'll be replacing, and hopefully they'll take care of that for us. In addition to going over this book, I've also watched a few other videos on how to get this done, and it is very well made videos. A lot of too much not details, but a little bit too much talking. So I will try not to do too much of that. A lot more showing, less talking, unless I really need to. In front of us right now, we have the hydraulic control valve service manual, removing installation. And I'm hoping you'll be able to pause, take some notes. But like I mentioned earlier, I should be able to provide you with a link where you'll be able to download this. I know a lot of people are asking big money for this, but why? Alright, so this is what we'll be doing. These are the steps that we're going to be following. Before I do all this, start removing hose and pipes and all that, it might be wise for me to do a little cleaning. So I'll be doing that, and the next time you see anything, you'll probably end up seeing some of these hose coming off. I'm gonna be doing this. I promised detailed, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So to start off, I unplug this connector. I can get it. That went here, like so. The next connector is the big solenoid. It's actually secure. There's a tag on it that reads "Never Modify." like so. So I just cut that off, and I'm about to unplug it. Let's not forget this little puppy here that needs to come off. Following the manual, we're about to go to step 3 and 4, which is this here, and I believe this piece here, and this piece here. Okay, so I've done step 1, or A rather. It's a little bit different than mine, but very, very, much similar. Not much of a difference, rather. So I've removed the hose that went here. I've unplugged the connectors to the solenoids. And the next step was to use this 32-inch wrench, loosen that up, loosen these two, and and that's it so far. And so that would be step B, rather. 1 and 2, B1 and B2. Okay, so this was a little bit tougher than I thought. Ended up taking me all day. There's a lot of steps that was not covered in the manual, and I will go over that with you shortly. For example, there is a pin that controls the valve for the pedal. This piece here, I don't know if you can see it, but you couldn't get the pin out unless you remove those two valves, these two here. So I had to remove these in order to get the pin out. So that was not covered in the manual. And there's a few more of the pipes that should have come off, or that needed to come off, that was not covered. But we're pretty much ready to remove this here. So next step, I'll show you that this is all off, and I'll probably have it on laying on a table. Clean it up, and we'll start the process of removing the brand new, or the old broken piece seal, and install the brand new seal on there. See you in a bit. This is it, folks. Finally got it out. Like I mentioned, it took me pretty much all day, and I need to add, this is not a one-man job. If I was to guess, I would say this weighs roughly probably 40 pounds, if not more. But yeah, to get it out, it was a little tricky. You have to tilt it forward a little bit, just so you can pull it away from all the lines. But we get it done, and it's out. I will give you a better picture of it shortly. Currently I'm in the shed. The lighting's not that great, and yeah, so I'll clean it up and give you a better view of it in the very near future, like probably right now.